and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a York haul. So let's start talking and let's get into it. We're going to be going through all of the stuff I got in York and the Peak District. So we went to quite a lot of places. We were there for 5 days. You've probably only seen 3 vlogs because the last 2 days I didn't do as much vlogging for YouTube. If you're interested in seeing the vlogging that I did for TikTok or Instagram over here on YouTube, then let me know. But I will put down the videos of the things we did in the description below from Instagram or TikTok. And I will also hopefully be doing a bit of like a York / Peak District overhaul video for you, like a little bit of a report, so I can talk about the things that you haven't seen in the vlogs, because there's obviously other things and I was the main driver. But let's stop rambling. So before we even got there, we went into the platform 9 3/4 shop, which was empty, and because Jenny owed me a little bit of money for a ticket that I bought her, she got me a gorgeous new passport holder. It is a Hogwarts Express one that says London to Hogsmeade, and just look at the design inside. I mean, isn't that beautiful? I really wanted this, and when I saw it I was like, yes, we can get that. And then I also got one of these, which is a luggage tag which says London to Hogsmeade, and we took this on the Hogwarts Express with us when we went. If you haven't seen that vlog or want to watch it again, I'll link it above and I'll link it below. Okay, so there's quite a few bits to get through, and what I've decided to do is I've decided to start with the pin badges, because I bought quite a few pin badges and I got more in my Lost Cauldron haul, so if you want to see that, check that out. When we were in York, they had this really lovely market, and on that market stall we found a pin badge stall, so of course I ended up having to get a few. So the first one I got was, I think that says £4, and if you've watched Doctor Who and you've watched the 11th Doctor, you're going to know exactly what this is. One of my favourite Van Gogh paintings is Starry Night, and one of my favourite shows growing up was Doctor Who, and Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor was my favourite. So of course I had to get myself the Starry Night painting that Van Gogh did in the film, and where it has the TARDIS exploding, and I just love that. So that was £4. And of course if I see a Taylor Swift pin, I have to get it. So I got this Reputation pin which cost £3, and just look at that, it's so gorgeous. I love the fact that half of it's like a bit gold and it's just split in half and it says Reputation. I also got another one which is a Travis Kelce's jersey, but instead of saying Kelce it says Swift, and it has his number of 87 on it, and this was £3. I mean, come on, it's Kelce and it's Swift in one, like I had to get it. And finally I got this for Karen because she is a Ravenclaw. I got her, it's like a little sloth, and it has a Ravenclaw scarf on it, and it was £3, and it was just too adorable not to pick up for her. Like, I absolutely adore this. It's so cute and so worth £3. And they didn't have a Goathland Station pin, but I did get one of these pins, so it was just the pin of the railway. My camera's flashing at me, so if this like dies in a second we go to iPhone, that's why. And when we got the train, we went from Goathland to Grosmont, and then we went to Whitby. So we couldn't go to Whitby and not get pin badges. I think these pin badges were about £1 or £2 each. They weren't very expensive from what I remember. So I got the Whitby coat of arms, and I got, well, Whitby's known for Dracula, so of course I had to get a little Dracula pin as well. And then when we were in York, we went to the shop that must not be named, which you'll have seen in my first vlog. So I grabbed the shop that must not be named pin badge. I can't remember how much this was. And then we went to, and you could get this pin badge, we got it at the Potions Cauldron, but I think you could also get it at the Hole in the Wand. It is a Grobble Nook limited edition pin badge, and I got number 235 of 500. I think they must do like a set amount of limited edition pins. I'm so sorry we've gone to iPhone because my camera just died. But they were doing a set amount of limited edition pins, so of course I had to get this one, and it was so cute, and just to remember going to York and having fun at those experiences. And then when we went to Matlock, we found this like really cute little like a little touristy shop. It had a bit of everything, and they had this pin badge in it which I really like, which says turn to page 394, and of course all Harry Potter fans know what that means. When we went to Goathland Station, Jenny and I saw this. I've actually seen this before. Kat has one of these, and we used it a couple of years ago once when we went to Leadenhall Market. But Jenny and I decided to get these so we could plan out some of our 2025 and possibly 2026 adventures, depending on how many we can get done next year that we haven't already done. It was £10.99, and basically it just lays out all of like the filming locations for you and tells you like a bit of information about them, if you're able to visit them and things like that. So I'm going to have a really, really good read of this soon. I've had a little flick through, but not a full-on read, and I'm very, very excited. It's also updated to include the places from the 3 Fantastic Beasts films as well. So that's very exciting for our 2025 adventures. Don't know if I said this was £9.99. Some postcards. So this one is of Malfoy Manor, which is in Matlock, and I can't remember how much this cost, maybe like 80p or something. And this one we got in London so that we could take it to Goathland Station. Here is my Goathland Station postcard, which obviously I had to get because it is very much, I mean, it's where Harry Potter was filmed, so I had to get one to remember it by. I did miss a pin badge, so I also got this other one, which is because the train that we went had was a locomotive, so I got this pin badge from the station as well because I really wanted to commemorate the train we also went on. As I said, I'll leave the vlog linked, but also I'll leave my Instagram and TikTok link because I've got more footage and things on there. We went to Hardwick Hall, which is the home of Malfoy Manor, which I did just mention in the postcard. And of course, before we left, I had to get a Hardwick Hall pin badge because I just wanted to remember going to Malfoy Manor. It was somewhere I'd wanted to visit for so long, and honestly we had so much fun. It started absolutely chucking it down when we got there, like we were driving and it was chucking it down, but then by the time it was about 11-12 o'clock it had slowly drizzled away. And although we couldn't go and do all the bits that we wanted to do because there was like grass mazes and stuff, but because it was so wet we weren't able to, we just got to have the best day. It was so much fun. I absolutely loved it, and again I really hope to go again next year, and it could be somewhere that I'd like to go quite traditionally. I think it's somewhere that I would visit a lot. Little bag which says the Nutcracker Christmas shop. I got myself, and I've also got one for Sammy, but Sammy's got hers. I got us some York 2024 Christmas baubles for the Christmas tree. So I got one for me and I got one for Sammy for her house. And just look at it, it's got all the different places in York. It's got the Shambles, it's got the Cathedral, it says York 2024. And each one is hand done and hand painted, because you could tell on each one that they were like, although they were all the same design, obviously they were slightly different because they were all obviously hand painted, so they're not all going to be identical as if you were printing it or something like that. But yeah, I just really, really like that. I think it was about £8 for this bauble, and it comes in the most beautiful little box. And on the bottom it says hand-painted glass baubles designed by the Nutcracker elves. And then they've got Facebook and Instagram, and they are at Nutcracker Christmas. So yeah, I think I've only got one thing left to show you. Oh no, we've got 2 things left to show you. These are little cubes that when you get wet, they flash. I've got a red and a blue one. I was going to say I don't know which is which, but luckily they have actually got the colours on the bottom. So when water or some form of liquid hits those little sensors, they light up. And then when we went to the other side, is the Potion Cauldron, which is kind of hard to see on camera, but there is actually shelves with potions on it, and you can tell that it is the building that they do it in. And if you didn't know, the 2 companies are one, so that if you do both things, then it's run by the same company. I think they might do like a multi-ticket thing, but we didn't know about it at the time, so we didn't get one. But the last thing that I've got, now we drove to Sheffield, so we went to York, and then we went down to Matlock, and then we drove an hour, I think it was like half an hour, 40 minutes up to Sheffield, and to get the train home, because that's where we were dropping our rental car off. And my goodness, we went in to the Forbidden Planet International store there, because fun fact, Forbidden Planet London and Forbidden Planet International are 2 separate companies. I'm not going to go into a whole thing about it now, but the guy was explaining to us. I went in there and I saw a bag, and this bag, I just instantly fell in love with this bag, and this bag was at a fantastic price. Jenny has a blue light, So I got £5 off, which was brilliant. I looked this bag up on Cine Replicas, I looked it up on Vinted, I looked it up everywhere, couldn't find it. I could only find like completely different versions of it. I'm going to show you now. It is the Wednesday TV series Nevermore Backpack. Guys, look at it. It's so amazing. If you guys don't know already, I am a humongous Wednesday fan. I've rewatched it about, I don't know, like 10 times. And I'm going to put my theory in here now. If you haven't seen it, skip ahead because it will spoil it. But I think is that Tyler's mum is still alive. In the very first scenes, we see a woman's eyes get bulged and she goes and attacks a guy and the guy's found. I think that's his mum. I think she's been alive all along. I think that his dad found out and he's trying to cover it all up, or his dad doesn't know yet, but I think it's being covered up and I think that's it. But yeah, we're going to go back. But we're going back to this bag. It is gorgeous. I'm going to show you the inside. I can't remember if I got anything in it because I did use it a matter of weeks ago. No, just a thingy. Inside it's got this like lovely print and a really nice little pocket here. The only thing that I wish was a bit different about it was that I wish that either these bits like clipped together so they were like this, so it's a bit more secure, and then there was a button here, but I'm thinking, I know it's a Cine Replicas, but I'm thinking that for my own use I might just put a button in or put something in that I can just clip it together, because that way it'll make it a little bit more safer, especially if I'm traveling around the country or going anywhere in cosplay with this. This was £45. Did I regret it? No, because I literally got paid that day and I haven't regretted it since. But yeah, that is my York haul. It's going to seem like I've spent an awful lot of money, but I knew that I was going to go out there and just kind of buy the little bits that I wanted. There was a lot more that I could have bought that I didn't. But yeah, that is everything. I couldn't tell you how much it cost. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below what was your favourite item, what are things that you would have bought, and if you would like to subscribe and see more of my content, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on so you are notified every single time I upload. If you want to see any more of my videos, please click here, and I hope you're having the most magical day. I'll see you soon. Bye!